as long as history can remember, we as a species have been fascinated by dreams, unexplainable movies that play out in our heads at night. Many of the ancient world's greatest minds theorized endlessly about their meanings and purpose. Dreams seen as prophetic were used to make important decisions about farming, religion, war, and even ascendance to the throne. They've inspired countless poets and inventors and authors to construct legendary creations such as the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. The mysterious and magical nature of dreams draw musicians in K-pop to write songs based upon them. Artists such as BTS and Twice reference the dreams they have in many of their albums. Themes of desire, ethereality, and confusion take center stage within these K-pop pieces, paired with equally beautiful and imaginative aesthetics. The memorable songs and idols take root in fans' minds and eventually seep into their dreams, but just how do they do this? Dream lag is a theory which states that the people, places, and images you see and interact with in your dreams are from up to a week before the night you had the dream. Sigmund Freud referred to this as day residue. The hippocampus selects important events from the previous day and begins to transfer them into permanent storage, which takes around a week. Dreaming is said to be a step in this process to help memory along. But wait a minute, chaebin and out, you ask. What does this have to do with K-pop? Well, first I have to define what a K-pop dream is. Since it's a term that not many K-tubers discuss, it's difficult to exactly pinpoint the definition, so as usual, I have to set my own. Any dream involving interacting with or viewing a K-pop idol of any kind is what classifies as a K-pop dream. The question is, why are we dreaming about people that we have likely never met? K-pop idols are memorable to many people, and are discussed widely across the internet. And there's our keyword, memorable. Dream imagery builds off of memory. For K-pop dreams, the hippocampi of the fans who have them are considering certain experiences related to them important. The brain can consider K-pop videos real memories, as the watcher did in fact take up time out of their day to both engage with it and think about it. Content like V-Lives and reality shows give a better idea of an idol's personality, and the person may consider themselves to be familiar with the idol. This is what leads to K-pop dreams. First thing any good scientist does when presented with a question is to create an experiment. Last Sunday, I sent out an anonymous Google form to my subscribers and K-pop friends, asking them about their K-pop dreams. Almost every person who answered acknowledged that they had experienced one before. I also inquired about the story behind it. I have not read any of these yet. The recordings you're going to hear next are my first reactions to them. Now, let's cut to off-script chaebin and out and start reading. This is weird, but I had a dream wherein I auditioned to JYPE. It was so out of. I was eating at a restaurant, then the company was coincidentally there, but I didn't practice any dancing, so I just freestyled there. Then I woke up. What was that? Pretty fun dream, not gonna lie. So, wouldn't we all like to go to JYPE, though? I mean, ignoring the fact that he literally is horrible to Twice. The CLC members were all in a Dungeons & Dragons party and had to save my city from a horde of flaming skeletons wearing iron armor. I vividly remember Seungyeon doing the choreography to Devil and just killing 10 skeletons in one hair flip. No, this is so funny. How much D&D have you been playing? I do want to know what their classes were individually though. Was Soren a bard? I was having a normal dream until some EXO member appeared and barked at us. I want to know, are you EXO-Ls? Is that what you think about? And also, which EXO member is barking in V-Lives? So I dreamt that there was this universal fan sign thing that I got a chance to go to. So it's like a fan sign, but in a field with not one, but at least 30 groups and soloists, and only me and my 2 K-pop stan IRLs got to participate thanks to a lucky draw or something. And it's the best night ever because the sky is dimly lit and the main light source is from the string lights from the tents they had. I'd gotten to talk to all my olds and a few other groups when the round suddenly opened up and everyone fell through the ground, and I opened my eyes and I saw we were at some kind of stadium arena, except it wasn't circular, it was a straight path, and there were ghost spirits sitting on either side of the wide track. We got to find out that we were doing a 3-legged race and the winning duo would have to perform a duet together. My two friends teamed up and I couldn't find anyone to pair up with when Jaehyun from NCT came over to me and said that everyone in his group was paired up and asked me to pair up with him. And well, yeah, I did the race with him and we were doing surprisingly well and we happened to win the race and then we performed a duet to performance to some aespa song. I think it was Yeppy Yeppy, but I actually don't remember. And that's when I woke up. Oh my god! How much of a simp for Jaehyun are you? Rate your Jaehyun simping from 1 to 10, guys, because no matter if you're an NCT stan or not, you love Jaehyun. Have you seen that movie where, like, everything cracks open and there's like a huge chasm in the ground and everyone just falls through and there's a whole nother world on the other side? Because did you watch that and then also watch the Jaehyun cover of I Like Me Better? Met Johnny, Do-young, and Mark in a Target and hung out. It was pretty chill. This was right after I saw the JCC of them in Chicago. Why a Target? How many Targets have you been in your life that they just show up in your dream? You definitely went to Target earlier and you were trying to find one of those NCT albums, and I can confirm when you go in there, all of the photo cards are stolen. I don't know why, maybe it's just because everyone loves NCT, but this is wishful thinking that there were any kind of NCT things in Target. Yurina was mad at me because I didn't vote for her during Girls Planet 999. You what? Huh? I mean, I can't yell at you that much since I couldn't download the app for my phone, for some reason it wasn't working, but you are the reason. I am blaming you for Yuna not debuting. Attack this man. Attack this man right here. Help, it was me and BTS has a girl, so 7 guys, 1 girl. You're reading too much YN fanfiction. Get off Wattpad. Being in a relationship with Lee Woo-jin. Min Yoongi attacking my school with giant laser-eyed cats, having a midlife crisis and being by a pond with BTS while RM heard my insecurities and V got chased by a crab. 1, you're a simp. You can't have a midlife crisis if you are not in your midlife. Like, if you're not 40, and I know because either you're lying on YouTube or my subscriber analytics are not doing me justice. None of you are 40. Can we address V chased by a crab thing? Because I'm just imagining like one of the crabs doing a crab rave just chasing V across an island. The other dream I had was with Jisung from NCT and he had green hair. We were at a show and a vocalist told me to get on the stage and sing. Jisung was embarrassed of me and got us stairs to get me out of the stage. No, I'm sure you're an amazing singer. But can we talk about the Jisung having green hair? Has he had green hair? He needs to have green hair. Y'all already got the electric sound. Give him the electric green hair. There has been several different ones, but one of the more common has been in quite a casual setting. Often in a place like a park with not a lot of people, I would relax with a book and suddenly, insert K-pop group here, would enter and sit down not too far away from me. We would eventually interact with a small conversation where I openly tell them how much I admire them and how much they have helped in my life. You are so pure. Please, I would just like to jump out of the screen and hug you. Let me insert myself into your dream and just like give you a massive hug because this is what K-pop stans need to be. This is adorable. The people you're fans of are so lucky to have you. Seriously. I dreamed that Hyunjin was chasing me and he turned into a duck. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, I went to the library to get tutored for math. I never get tutored in real life, so that was weird. And it turns out that my math tutor was Jihyo. She looked like a really cool businesswoman, and I was there with another kid, so we worked on math together for a while until I woke up. This has got to be inspired by the scientist. If you had this before scientists, you predicted something with your dreams, like the people in ancient Rome and ancient Egypt. You get higher pay. You're probably going to get a reward from the king or something. This is a fanfic. I can't put this in. You guys gotta stop. All I'm gonna say about this is it involves a collar. Please stop over-sexualizing the Stray Kids members. Please. Being crowned by TXT with Itzy's Yuna and Yeji at my house, they left me to go get food in the kitchen, and I ended up getting jumped by my Christmas elf. What does a Christmas elf want that it cannot get? Does it want your soul? Does it want your TXT album? Does it want something equally important, like, say, Tsugi Glitter Tears photo card? Also, Christmas is coming up. Be afraid. There's always a chance your dreams may become a reality. Love ain't no science, don't need no license. 머리속 내고 고민할 수 don't try to be a genius. In the introduction, I mentioned that there is no real answer as to why we dream. However, there are a few theories I want to cover in this video. I'll use the tier ranking website to organize the previously read K-pop dreams into the theories they best support. Now, we can get crack-a-lackin' on organizing these K-pop dreams. Alright, so here we have our dream category tier list. I'm going to be sorting all of the dreams into the theories that I think they best support or what I think relates the most to them. The tiers are pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think I need to explain that much. So, here at the bottom we have all of our dreams described by one picture that I found on Google. Let's start with RM helping someone who has a midlife crisis. I think that this would go best in healing, because you did say that you were trying to tell RM your insecurities, and I think he would help you feel better about that based on the type of person RM is. So second, we have the Jihyo scientist dream. I think this is going to go in problem solving, not just because of the math, but because you were probably thinking about a math test. Next, we have the Hyunjin chasing you. This is going to go in rehearsal, because what are you going to do if Hyunjin or a duck just comes chasing after you? Your brain was testing you. Next, we have Jisung with green hair. I really feel like this one would also go in rehearsal. You were called on stage to sing. You might be an actual singer in real life. It would kind of be testing how you would do if you were actually called on the stage to sing spontaneously. Next, we have the Christmas elf one. I would say this would also go in rehearsal, because what are you going to do if you get jumped by a Christmas elf? You're not going to get to experience that very often in real life. Next, we have the Target. This has got to go in wish fulfillment. Everyone would like to meet an NCT member in Target. Next, we have the CLC in Dungeons and Dragons. This is going in memory sorting. The person who had this was probably thinking too much about Dungeons and Dragons, and their brain was just kind of sorting out unimportant memories. Next, we have the EXO member barking. I'm gonna put this in memory sorting as well. You were probably watching too many EXO V lives. Next, we have Kawaguchi Yurina. I'm gonna say that this is gonna go in memory sorting as well. Did you really need to remember that you didn't vote for Yurina? Next, we have the Park one. I'm going to also put this in healing. So I think it would be really nice for K-pop groups to show up and act as mentors or people that you look up to in your dreams. Next, we have the BTS and a girl. I'm gonna put this in wish fulfillment. You probably were hoping that you would get accepted into BTS as a girl one day. Next, we have the JYP Entertainment. This is also wish fulfillment. I don't know what your opinions on JYP as an entertainment are, but really though. And next we have the Jaehyun from NCT Three-Legged Race dream. I'm going to say wish fulfillment. Here is our completed dream category tier list.
You got a crush on me. You got a fall for me. 사랑 같아서 이 눈이 무슨 소용있어 useless.
To reference the title, are we as K-pop stans delusional for having K-pop dreams? To put it simply, no. Although from the way I thought this video was a good idea, you'd certainly assume we are. We have little to no control over what our hippocampi deem important, and no definitive answer as to what causes dreams. Thank you for visiting the restaurant at the end of the universe. You all are going to be paying for my therapy after reading those submissions though. Adios.
Never say goodbye, bye, bye.